everybody, welcome. It is Mighty Mary. Welcome, Mighty Health family. I'm so glad you're here to my Beginner Barre series. It's been a long journey and we're actually wrapping up the end of a barre class today. You'll almost be officially through Beginner Barre. So we've already done warm-up exercises, we've done thighs, we've done seat, we've done arms, we've done abs. Today it's all about our lower back. It's called back extension. We are going to fire up our abs a little bit before we get into the back extension, and also we call it back dancing, where we get into our glutes a little bit and get that final burn in our seat. We'll do some nice stretching, but before we get into any of this, we always like to warm up. So I'm going to have us stand up somewhere comfortable where you have kind of an arm's distance. I barely do. Maybe feet hip width apart, or even a little more than that. I like to start a little bit in a wide second, we call it. And you're just gonna inhale in and exhale out. Let's try that again. Inhale and exhale. Nice big breaths. Now cross those arms, soften the knees, big inhale in again, arms rise up and exhale out. Let's try that again with our arms. Soften the knees, big inhale in and exhale out. Great way to start out the day, any day. Now lower those hands down to your knees. We're gonna do a roll down. Chin goes into chest and we soften, we round our back and round, 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 all the way down. Deep breath at the bottom. And round, 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 round back up. And roll those shoulders back at the top. Maybe roll them around a couple extra times. 1, 2, and 3. One last lift of the arms. We're going to get a little side stretch in. Grab your opposite wrist, stretch it over. And let's switch that up. There you go. We're going to get into some marching. I'm going to move my towel out of the way, because knowing me, it'll cause a tripping hazard. Okay, now that I have a clear area, I'm going to just stand feet hip width apart, hands are on my hips now. And I'm just going to start lifting my feet gently off the floor. Little marches. They can be little tiny ones. Maybe get those knees up to hip height. That would be our ultimate goal there. Arms stay on the hips for a little bit. Drawing your navel in towards your spine. Good, good posture. From here, let's try to lift our arms up high like we did earlier. Feeling those shoulders draw down as you do. There we go. Keep moving. Okay, here comes the fun part. Adding in those arms, they pull. Little pull downs. As you exhale, exhale. Little crisscross. This helps warm up that lower back. Criss, cross. Opposite elbow to the knee. Back to center for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. We're feeling warmed up a little bit, and we're going to move into our work on the floor. We're just going to start by firing up those abs just a little bit, because when we work our lower back during back extension, it's great in combination with our abs. So we're gonna fire up the abs just for about a minute, and then we're gonna get into that lower back work. They always say the stronger your abs are, it helps protect your lower back. So we wanna strengthen those abs, but then also strengthen our lower back. So find a comfortable position, seated. See if you can lie back. And I have my knees just slightly bent. From here, I'm gonna feel my navel draw towards my spine and try to press every bit of space away between your back and the ground. So just feel it pushing down. From there, you're gonna lift your arms up over your head. See if you can, or just straight above your body, so they'll be in line with your shoulders. And you're just gonna try to do a little reach up. Little reach up. Feel your abs engage as you do that. Good, these are little mini sit-ups. If you want a little bit more in this position, try raising your knees up to a tabletop position and keep reaching up. You exhale as you reach. Imagine there's a rope dangling from your ceiling at home and you're trying to reach up, maybe one arm at a time, pulling yourself up that rope. If you want a little bit more, extend those legs all the way. I'm going to go ahead and just reach both fingers towards my toes. We've got about 10 more of these. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great job. Bring your knees into your chest for just a moment and extend your body nice and long. Inhale and exhale and rise up. We're going to move into our back extension work. It will be on our belly for this. So you're going to situate yourself so you can extend your leg long behind you. And you'll move into a prone position just like so. I have my head down, keeping my neck nice and neutral. And I can put my hands by my side. I can fold my hands in front of my body and rest my forehead on them. That's a very comfortable position for a lot of people. I can also extend my arms out long and work from here. So for back extension, let's just try it with our upper body first. So I'm going to try folded, this position. You could also try here. That might be the simplest form. You're going to inhale, and on the exhale, draw those shoulders up. You'll feel your lower back muscles engage. Still feel your navel drawing towards your spine. And notice how I'm keeping my head neutral. I'm not going to look up when I do that. I'm just going to keep my head nice and neutral and lower. I'll try it with hands resting here. Deep inhale and exhale and lift up. Now notice I'm leaving my hands on the ground. That helps me get into this position with my arms helping my lower back or my upper body lift. Or I could bring my hands up with my upper body. A little bit trickier. All right, let's try it. Arms fully extended. 1, 2, 3, lift up. And carefully lower down. And squeeze everything. Squeeze that seat before you start. Inhale and exhale, lifting up. And lower it back down. All right, we got our upper body going. Let's try our lower. First, my right leg. I'm going to keep it nice and long. I'm going to move those hands right back under my forehead. That's the most comfortable. And lift up that right leg. See if I can get it just an inch, maybe 2 inches off the ground. Lower it back down. Let's try that other side. Lifting it up just an inch. And lower it back down. And maybe both legs. Lifting, lifting, lifting. And lower them. All right, it's also fun to try arms and legs in opposition. So I have my right arm extended, and with that, my left arm lifts and back down. Now I'm going to try the other side. This time, left arm lifting, squeezing with my seat, and lowering back down. All right, the trickiest one of all. Both arms and legs, you're going to be flying like a superhero. So arms extend, legs lift, head stays neutral, and maybe do a little flutter kick with those legs behind you, like you're swimming. Add in the arms a little flutter, and see if you can maintain that for 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and rest. All right, that should feel very strengthening on the lower back. You always want to stretch it out by rounding your back after. And if that prone position is a little uncomfortable, I wanted to show you another way you can work on this. I like to roll up my mat. It helps my knees to be more comfortable. And I'll put my knees right on the mat, hands in front of my body. My shoulders are stacked right above my wrists, and my knees are directly beneath my hip bones. So from here, I can extend one arm out and feel my core engage. You can try it on my other arm. Good. And then I can try it with my legs also. You can just extend out and that toe can stay on the ground, or maybe it lifts up a little bit. Let's try the other side. Left leg extends out nice and long, shoulders square, maybe lifting up, 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 and put it down. Okay, we're gonna try one arm and one leg, just like we did in the prone position. This is a great strengthening. Make sure you draw your spine in at first to protect your lower back while we strengthen it. Left arm extends, right leg extends. This is great for balance. Balance is so important at any stage of the game. Extending, lengthening. Big inhale, and on the exhale, come back to that kneeling position. And one more side to try here. 1, 2, 3, extending right arm. Left arm extends nice and long. And just breathe, balance. Make your hand on the ground like a tripod, really trying to put equal pressure all the way across your fingers. And deep breath in and lower it. Great job, and I hope that you loved one of those. We gotta do some little stretches right now. We're gonna arch and chin goes up. It's called cat-cow. And round. Inhale. And on the exhale, arching. Good. Now bring that spine back to neutral before you bring your feet back in front of you. I want to show you a little fun way to fire up those glutes at the end of your workout before we stretch everything out. So lower back down. From there, extend your arms nice and long, lengthening. Feel your shoulders really drawn away from your ears and head. Head is neutral. Feet can be about hip width apart for this one. Now from here, you're just going to try to engage your abs and squeeze and lift. A little bit of that tuck that we've been doing all along. You're trying to lift your tailbone off the ground, keeping your entire lower body or lower back or mid back pressed into the ground. So from here, I'm just going to squeeze my seat and do little micro movements, lifting. And pretty soon you'll feel it fire up the quads. You'll feel it in your hamstrings, and you'll also feel it in your glutes. All great places to feel it. Now you can just do nice and slow ones, tuck and hold, and release. Tuck and hold, release. Or a little quicker, where you tuck, squeeze, tuck, squeeze. You could try it side to side, just tucking your right seat and hip only. I know it doesn't look like much because there's such little micro movements, but you sure start to feel it in a hurry. Now back to center. Let's try that other side. We got to even it out. Left side squeezing, squeezing. You can also play around with your foot position. Let's go back to center. Squeeze a couple more times. Left side. And now we're back to center. You can draw your toes up off the ground and squeeze, hold. Squeeze, hold, squeeze and hold. Now let's rock those feet back down and lift up to our tip toes. This will be the grand finale of our back dancing little segment. Really squeeze that backside with all you've got. Wherever that part of your body is that you want to change the shape of, that's what you squeeze the hardest right now. Last 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's enough. Lower down nice and slow. And then extend your arms and legs oh so long. That feels great. Now I'm going to draw one knee up. Give it a little pull towards my chest. If you'd like, you can extend that leg long towards the ceiling. And back in, drawing it. And let's switch to the other side. Left knee draws in. Like a little cradle for my knee there. And then grabbing on the backside to extend. There you go. Rock or roll to your side and bring yourself up to a seated position. We're going to try a straddle stretch. So you can just open your legs just as far as comfortable. You can also do a hurdler stretch if you prefer, which is outside arm reaches up and over towards your opposite foot. And then you turn and try to square your shoulders off. And get a big breath in and big breath out. Good. Hurdler stretch works out great for some, not so great for others. You can also do this just in a straddle. I'll show you it that way on the other side. Lifting up, one arm down, reaching over. So at first I'm keeping my chest kind of open towards the ceiling. And then I do a little quarter turn with my body and try to reach that stretch out. Feels great. Really stretches out the hamstrings. Draw both feet together. This is the final stretch. Big inhale up and exhale, fold yourself forward. You can be grabbing thighs, knees, shins, any part of your body that feels like a good, comfortable stretch. Maybe pushing it just a little tiny bit. Try not to bounce in the position, but just hold and breathe. Inhale, and on the exhale, get a little lower. And inhale, exhale, let it go. And one last one, inhale. And exhale, roll, 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 roll yourself back up. And you did it. So have a great day, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this bar series. We'll be putting it all together soon, so look for that. We'll try to put all these pieces together. And until then, I'll see ya.